Well, the coronation is well and truly behind us, but London is always an action-packed city. From it is, of course, the Brexit leader, the freethinker, the host of Farage on GB News, our mate Nigel Farage. And now that the party's over, I see there's work happening in the Houses of Parliament behind you there, with the Thames as well, as the big cranes hit up. All right, so the Oscars, the celebration of all that is woke, where millionaires give other millionaires gold statues. Who knew it could get woker? But it is.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing's completely and utterly mad, isn't it? I mean, they're basically saying... Isn't it odd, though? We're living in a world where we can gender reassign on a daily basis, and yet, you know, every single film now to be considered for an Oscar has to meet inclusion and diversity targets, and the whole thing is going mad. And it was, I thought, very amusing that Richard Dreyfuss, the former star of Jaws and award-winning actor, said the whole thing makes him want to vomit. And they're doing this. They're doing this across everything, you know. Othello recently had to be played by a black actor. The whole thing is mad. It's away from reality. And I tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen is the Oscars ceremony, the traditional film industry, is going to get boycotted on a very, very large basis, a bit like Bud Light was the other week. I sense, Paul, the pendulum is now swinging back towards common sense, and people are going to vote with their feet, and they're not going to watch films that are made with actors based on diversity targets.
Yeah, well, this is what Richard Dreyfuss had to say. Of course, the Oscar winner from 1978, The Goodbye Girl. Roll the tape.
What do you think of these new inclusion standards for films?
They make me vomit.
Why?
Because this is an art form. It's also a form of commerce, and it makes money, but it's an art. And no one should be telling me as an artist that I have to give in to the latest, most current idea of what morality is.
Well, he'll be cancelled sooner rather than later, and maybe he'll have to take his Oscar down to the hock shop to be able to pay for dinner for the next little while, because I'm assuming the machine will work against him.